Xanax.
Would you care for a Xanax? It would help you relax for the party.
Oh, well, I am tense. May I? Thank you.
Aspirynę mu jeszcze próbuję dać. Aspirynkę spróbujmy.
I don't think that will convince Carl to... Would you mind if I ask...
If you must.
I've heard you had some political difficulties recently.
You might say so. Switzerland needs to protect herself. Remove foreign influence and debt. She must shut herself down, like a turtle drawing inside its shell. We alone have the wealth to weather the coming storm, but only if we have the courage to say no to those who will beg for our help.
Noah and the Ark, is it? A man after my own heart.
My fellow lawmakers did not agree. The cut has hurt Alessandra worse than it hurt me.
Excuse me for a moment, Herr Lorraine.
Yes, of course.
Czyli dostał dymisję. Dobra. Ale co tutaj zrobić? Dobra.
Not here.
Nie tutaj, dobra. Spróbujmy jeszcze coś pokombinować. Brakuje mi 2 faktów.
Mr. Walker.
Yes, sir?
Alessandra keeps taking her cell phone out of her purse. I need to get my hands on it and find out what's on there.
Right. If you distract her, I can lift it from her purse.
So you object to flirting but not pickpocketing?
I was in the military, sir.
Well, far be it from me to argue. Fine, just be ready.
Czyli trzeba zakosić telefon, no na to bym nie wpadł. No, ale faktycznie cały czas się interesuje tym telefonem.
I believe I will.
Spróbujemy jej dać wino.
Excuse me. I was going to ask if those doors lead to...
Oh, my gown! Ugh, it's ruined.
I'm so sorry. That was terribly clumsy of me.
I'm sure it was not intentional. Pardon me. I must change.
Très galant.
It worked, didn't it? Give me the phone.
O matko. Trzeba sprawdzać wszystkie jeszcze co? Tutaj sprawdzałem. Gdzie nie sprawdzałem wszystkiego? Na tym piętrze. Wstążka. No. Jestem rozkojarzony ze względu na fakt, że no to teraz wiadomo, wstążka, no to trzeba.
I wonder who Alessandra is angry with. If I can get her to go to that meeting, maybe I can find out. There. That should get unknown to the meeting. Now I just need to convince Alessandra to go. She wants some sort of apology.
Przy Afrodycie poczegąga, czyli w tym
Another moment of your time.
Yes, sir.
I heard someone mention the term 3 gongs. What does that mean?
The clock strikes 3 gongs at 1/2 the hour.
I see. Thank you. Thank you, Gustav.
You are most...
3 gongi w pół do 5. Którą mamy godzinę? Oczywiście tu godziny nie ma.
That's better. It looks like a bouquet now.
Bukiet jaśminów. A to można na czymś użyć? Na kwiatkach?
I'll write a message on the ribbon.
A,
What should I say? Forgive me. That should do it.
jak pisała, że oczekuje przeprosi.
Those hors d'oeuvres.
Nie ma jej tutaj, co?
I'll leave this bouquet where Alessandra can stumble across it.
O kur... Czasami w przygodówkach tyle trzeba trochę takiego...
The bait is set. Now to wait for Alessandra to take it.
O, bezsledna super.
That must be the 3 gongs mentioned in that text to Alessandra.
Są mi 3 gongi.
There's a statue over there.
Nie, tamta to była przy rurze była. Tak, wizyta, czyli... No, tutaj.
I still haven't entirely forgiven you, Gustav. You know you were flirting with the caterer. I saw it. Tell me you didn't mean it. That you love only me.
You're the one who is married.
But you know I don't sleep with Carl. It's not the same.
You're jealous of everyone, Liebling.
Oh, I can't help it. I'm crazy about you.
We'd better go. It's almost time for the party.
I can be late.
I can't. I have to answer the door, my sweet. Come on.
Mały romansik.
Well, that was an interesting data point. I have enough data on Alessandra to make an analysis.
No to przeprowadzamy analizę. Lidia odsunęła sterowanie licznych planów podstawiana. Brak dopasowania. Romans z pracownikiem swojej rodziny z jej własnym posuwaniem go prawdziwie, nawet po śmierci przyjemnej nie wyszło ponownie za mąż. Brak dopasowania.
I'm sure Alessandra is not Livia Drusilla. But I want to look around a little more before I finalize my report.
Nie jest Lion Drusilla. Jeszcze chcę się rozejrzeć.
I wouldn't want to distract Gustav from his... Would you mind if I asked some more questions?
If you must.
Excuse me for...
Yes, of course.
Czyli on już nam nie ma nic do powiedzenia. A ta jeszcze tu siedzi? Nie. To idziemy do góry. Bo co nam pozostało?
The family's private rooms are upstairs. I may have to resort to that, but...
Heilin. Ona wydaje mi się bardziej pasować pod tą właśnie Drusillę. No, trochę tylko na czasowy styl. No i ostrożnie. Suknia podkreślająca urodę, teraz w dodatku. Poważna, a nie frywolna. Mocna budowa ciała, silna i zdyscyplinowana zarówno fizycznie, jak i mentalnie.
There's something else here. I can feel it. But I need to touch her hand to be sure.
Dotknąć jej dłoni.
Helene Bernadotte. I have an intuition about her. I have to find a way to touch her, to see if it triggers... I should speak to her first. Pardon me.
Yes?
I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Malachi Rector. I'm with the U.S. Embassy.
I am Helene Bernadotte. So pleased to meet you.
It looks like this will be quite the party you're hosting.
It should be a pleasant evening, but I can't take any credit. My sister Alessandra hosts the parties. She enjoys it.
And you? Surely you enjoy it as well.
It usually provides me with some interesting conversation, yes?
Tell me about Alessandra Lorraine.
What about her?
You're Alessandra's sister?
Yes, I am.
Tell me about Alessandra.
My sister is very much as she appears. Perhaps you should get to know her for yourself. But you might do better to speak to her husband, Herr Lorraine. He's a fascinating man.
Does Alessandra always sleep with the help?
Who are you? What business is it of yours?
It was a simple observation.
I would ask you to keep it to yourself, if I could trust you to do so. Carl doesn't need any more scandal.
I have no intention of telling anyone.
Then why did you tell me? What do you want?
Good question. Will you be having an escort join you this evening?
No.
Then you must be single. It's hard to imagine a lover would allow you to attend such a function alone.
You are very forward. But I don't believe in jealousy. Either both people understand what they're getting out of the relationship or they don't. Jealousy serves no purpose.
I quite agree. Excuse me, please.
Goodbye, Mr. Rector.
Helene is not happy with me at the moment. If I try to touch her now, she's liable to
Zadaję jej kwiatek.
She looks too intelligent to be persuaded by mawkish gifts.
No to może...
The family's private room.
Czyli jednak nie jeszcze. No to co mi się tu wyświetliło? Anuluj, nie chcę żadnej pomocy.
I don't want to talk to him. That's Alessandra Lorraine on the left. I believe those are jasmine flowers. There's a still life by Giovanna Garzoni. Helene is not happy. I wouldn't want to distract Gust.
Wiemy, że Gustaw sypia z tą siostrą. I...
I want to finish up my business before I eat.
Co teraz?
I don't have time to read. Classic novel.
Wydawałoby się, że...
Would you mind if I ask some more?
If you must.
Excuse me for...
Yes, of course.
Not here.
Rękawiczka tu leży, no widzisz. Czasami po prostu... Wcześniej nie było tej rękawiczki, to spadła jej widocznie, jak poszła na górę.
Helene dropped this glove. Helene is not happy with me at the moment.
Wiem, pomyliłem przycisk po prostu.
You dropped your glove.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Would you allow me the honor of putting it on?
No, I don't.
Very well. I apologize for upsetting you earlier. I do have a tendency to blurt things out. Of course, I won't mention what I saw between Alessandra and Gustav to anyone.
I would appreciate that. I hope you are sincere. I worry about Carl, Alessandra's husband. He's had a difficult year.
I saw you checking on Herr Lorraine earlier. I hope he's not too unwell.
He improves daily, but we're still quite worried about him, of course.
It must be difficult. I trust with the care of his family he will soon be in excellent health.
Thank you. I do appreciate hearing that. Mr. Rector?
Ah,
Is he all right?
yes, I knew it.
What is the matter with him?
He gets headaches. It's all right. Nothing to worry about.
I'll be downstairs if you decide you need help.
What happened? You okay?
I saw her. Livia Drusilla. It's Helene.
Wow. You're sure?
Yes, but I need proof. I'm going to do some digging, see if I can get into her room. You go to the party and keep an eye on her. We need to guard her until Dexter takes over.
Right. I'll watch over her. Good luck.
Czyli znaleźliśmy.
These flowers are still fresh. The only reason a woman would throw away an expensive bouquet like this is if she was angry, which is probably what would happen if I ever tried to send flowers to a woman. There's no reason to care.
Tu tylko kwiaty są.
Helene's desk. That notation is interesting. They seem to be coordinates of some kind. I think I'll take this with me. There's a note in red pen from a few weeks ago. 3 months. I wonder what it refers to. Euro 3 conference, Markham keynote speaker. If that's Senator Markham, then Helene is about to meet him. Interesting. I don't need to take the planner. I can remember. Helene's cell phone. That should provide some interesting data. This magazine seems important to Helene, but I'm not sure why. Perhaps she's interested in the summit. I don't need to take it. Helene's...
Dobra, to próbujemy zabrać ten telefon zablokowany. Proszę wpisać hasło. Astronomia.
It didn't work.
Karl.
It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Musimy odkryć to hasło, ale co to jest to?
This post-it was on Helene's desk. They look like coordinates of some kind.
Co tu jeszcze mamy? Obraz z gwiazdami.
These pictures are an unusual choice for a young woman. Helene seems to have a fascination with deep space. My instinct tells me Helene is Livia Drusilla, but I need data to back it up. I need to learn more about her and prove my intuition. That's a 15th century bed. Very... Looks like you can connect a device to the telescope.
Lepnij mi więc. Telefonik też. Elektrostacja.
think I can use these coordinates with the telescope. Helene wrote down these coordinates. I'll take a photo and see if I can identify the constellation.
No dobra.
I'm not familiar with telescope technology, but this looks expensive.
Niewykryte urządzenie. No dobra. No, udało się nam już to załatwić, więc teraz trzeba iść to sprawdzić.
There's a book on constellation.
No, dawaj. Dawaj, rektor, dawaj, dawaj.
I'll look up these coordinates. That's Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia to rozbiór nieba północnego, najlepiej widoczny na początku listopada. Jego nazwa pochodzi od imienia różnej królowej Etiopii, matki Andromedy, której przetrwałki rozgniewały Posejdona. Cassiopeia była jedną z 48 konstelacji, którym nazwę nadał starożytny astronom Ptolemeus. Znajduje się naprzeciw Wielkiego Wozu.
I'll try the name of this constellation.
No dalej, dalej, to na pewno
That's
to
it. Her password was Cassiopeia. I need to find out who sent these messages. Who could trace that number?
Ożenił się z tobą, uznam nasze dziecko. Sięgam, wróć do mnie, to zgadzam się, prześcigły twoją moją karierę. To nie ma sensu, proszę, przestań się ze mną kontaktować.
I'm glad I saw what was on the cell phone.
No dobra. Ale to nadal nie mam wszystkich faktów, tak? Co teraz?
I wouldn't want to distract The party has started. I hope David is keeping... There's a book on
No przecież już sprawdzałeś teraz i co, jeszcze raz idziesz to sprawdzać?
I'll look up these coordinates. That's... Classic novels.
Co teraz? Co teraz, panie?
I have a hard enough time maintaining...
Może tu coś...
That grandfather clock is at least 200 years... The party has started.
No dobra. To wiemy, ale co my mamy teraz jeszcze? Jakie fakty znaleźć?
That's Alessandra Lorraine on the left. That's Alessandra Lorraine on the... Good idea. I'll send this to Dexter. That's Alessandro. I keep everything worth knowing on.
Czyli co? Zrobiliśmy zdjęcie, ale to nam nic więcej nie... Tu się nie wyświetliło.
It's a replica.
Potrzebujemy jeszcze te dwa fakty.
They've kept the
Muszą być gdzieś ukryte tu w pokoju. O, test ciążowy.
a positive pregnancy test. Helene is pregnant. That's highly suggestive. I'll take this with me. It's an important data point. Looks like the maid hasn't emptied the trash can in a while.
No jeszcze.
Looks like the maid hasn't emptied the trash.
Przyjrzyjmy się.
These pictures. The chair is a. That's a 15th.
Więcej nie ma. Podjazd.
This room overlooks a driveway to the servants' end. Looks like you can connect it.
Dobra, spróbuję jeszcze dalej po co.
I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but I don't think I need a photo of it.
Dobra. To bez sensu to jest. Już widzisz...
This magazine seems I don't need to take. Euro 3. I don't need to take the cell phone with me, but I do need to. I'm glad I saw what.
Weź ten numer i się dowiesz.
I wouldn't want to The party has started.
Jeszcze jeden ten fakt potrzebuję.
That grandfather clock is at least two. The artwork is rather blunt.
Test ciążowy. Co tu można zrobić jeszcze? Jest wszystko zrobione. Też.
This magazine seems... I don't need to take... I don't need to take the... I don't need to take...
A może być obrócił na przykład kartkę, nie wiem. Zobaczymy, czy można to połączyć z czymś. Nie wiem. Dobra. Na tym kończę ten odcinek. O tym
These pictures are an unusual...
będziemy myśleć o tym potem.